to Barcalys Center here in Brooklyn. Great to be back here in an arena that has been home to so many tremendous and exciting moments in boxing, specifically with premier boxing champions. And lo and behold, we are back with PBC on Fox Sports pay-per-view on Saturday, October 15th, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific is when we go live on pay-per-view in our main event of the evening, the highly anticipated return of the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, steps inside the ring yet again as he will collide against the Nordic Nightmare Robert Helenius, that being in our main event of the evening. This card is absolutely loaded on Saturday, October 15th. Why? Because not only do we have a dynamic main event, but our co-main event can be a main event anywhere around the world, because we have a matchup in the super middleweight division between two former champions. The returns of Kayla Plante, as he will make his way inside the ring, across the ring from him on Saturday, October 15th, will be Anthony the Dog Dirrell. Now, tickets are available right now. You can purchase them on SeatGeek.com, BarclaysCenter.com, or if you are here in the New York, Brooklyn area, you can purchase them in person at the American Express box office here at Barclays Center. Now, just to give you an idea of the ramifications of both fights, both Wilder and Helenius and Plante and Dirrell are eliminator fights. So they are both eliminator fights. Wilder, Helenius in the heavyweight division, for Plante and Dirrell in the super middleweight division. It's all being promoted by Bomb Squad Promotions and TGB Promotions, presented by Premier Boxing Champions. With that being said, I want to introduce one half of our co-main event. This man with a record of 34 wins, 2 defeats, 25 victories, coming by way of knockout. He comes to us, he's very proud of where he is from, Flint, Michigan, a 2-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world. Looked absolutely sensational as he knocked out Marcos Hernandez last November in the lead up to this fight. He doesn't have to come up to the podium, he can sit at his chair. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former super middleweight champion of the world, Anthony the Dog Drell. Eddie, how you feeling?
I'm good. Ready to fight. Ready to beat some ass.
All right, well, I will talk with Anthony Drell in a few moments as we want to bring up his adversary on Saturday, October 15th on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view. This man, a near-perfect record, 21 wins, 12 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. He comes to us right outside of Nashville, grew up in Ashland City, Tennessee, now training and residing in Las Vegas. Former IBF super middleweight champion of the world, who captured his title by having a thoroughly dominating performance against Jose Luis Muscatiki. He would subsequently go on to defend his title on 3 occasions successfully. And he makes his return to the ring after a very competitive matchup against Canelo Alvarez last November in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Kayla Plante. Caleb, how you feeling? Just want to give your thoughts.
Yeah, feeling good. Want to thank Al Heyman, want to thank Luis Cubas Jr. Feels good to be back on Fox. Shout out to the Barclays. Appreciate you having me. This will be my first time fighting in New York, and I'm looking to do so in impressive fashion come October 15th. This guy, he's kind of funny to me. He's got a lot to say about me. He says, I hate him, and I know that's a strong word, but I hate him, and he irks me. I guess I irk him because I may not hold hands with everyone else in my weight division, and be all buddy with him, and stuff like that. I don't know what his deal is with me. He's got a lot to say about me, but the thing is, he don't even know me. I never kicked it with him, never hung out with him. He don't even know me. So October 15th is definitely gonna be fireworks. He's
Don't
even
be running, man. Stop it.
Sounds good.
Running.
Sounds good.
Running.
So,
But
you ain't never said that with nobody.
Even on his social media the other day, he had the Bernard Hopkins versus Joe Calzaghe
never said
thing.
that with nobody. Run.
Saying, I'll never let a white boy beat me. I'll never let a white boy beat me. And you know, boxing nor life has ever been about race or color to me. But you remember what happened in that fight, right? So that's what you wanted to post up. Do you remember? So, you know, like I said, it ain't never been about race or color to me. But come October 15th, when I do beat him, it won't be because I'm white. It won't be because of what I look like. It won't have nothing to do with none of that. It'll be because I'm better than him. It'll be because I'm better than him. That's why I'm gonna beat him. But he already knows that, and that's why he hates me. Because like I said, he don't know me personally. He don't know me enough to hate me, so why would you hate me unless you know that you can't fuck with me? That's why he hates me. He gonna really hate me on October 15th, so.
So Anthony, we heard Caleb go ahead and give his thoughts on, you know, there seems to be some bad blood between you two, but from your perspective, where does this all stem from?
Yes.
I mean, was there a, was there?
You name somebody that liked them. Nobody likes them, man. Nobody.
And again, he may get a point to, you know, let everybody know no one in the weight class likes you. And if you do like Caleb, and if you do like him, then you're not in his weight class. Why would I care if anybody in my weight class likes
Nobody
me?
care about. Nobody care
Why is
about
that my
that.
concern? Well, then why are you saying that? I'm asking why are you saying that? Why would it be my concern?
I don't like you.
You don't have to like me.
Yeah, good.
Ain't none of my business
All right,
to like me.
don't worry about my opinion. That's my opinion to you.
And everyone else in the weight class don't like him. That ain't none of my business. I don't care nothing about that.
I never let another man smack me.
That ain't none of my concern.
You lost your mind.
So
It wouldn't even been a fight.
You know me.
You let another man smack you, you a pussy. You pussy. Shut up.
with the bad blood.
Sound good.
You pussy.
Maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's his job. You want to make sure that in his career, you want to make sure that in his career, hey, you know, I'm Anthony Drell. I'm never gonna be in the Hall of Fame. I never had one successful title defense, but hey, everybody in my weight class like me.
You fought tomato cans.
Everybody in my weight class.
Drivers.
Who? Like who's got to get?
That's when you won the title. I gave you respect for that.
Who's got to get fucked your brother?
I gave you respect for that.
How many times?
I gave you respect for that. But you fought cab
the first time.
So you weren't supposed to fight me before Canelo, and then you backed out. Stop. Get the fuck up. You know I was supposed to fight you.
I don't hit hard. All I have is that. Jose was fucking his brother.
Caleb
stopped him in the first fight and the second fight.
What I got to do with anything?
What I come through and do to Jose Uscati. What I do to Jose Uscati.
What I got to do with anything? He wasn't even himself. You knew he wasn't himself. Stop it. What I got to do with anything?
Hey, you beat him, and all of a sudden, man, I know for myself tonight.
You guys have been, this fight has been talked about for a while. In your mind, with the way your career trajectory has gone, did you think that it was inevitable, even dating back to a couple years ago, that you were going to fight Anthony Drell? Was this a guy that you thought at some point or another we're going to lock horns inside the ring against?
I mean, I didn't know for sure, but I thought it could be a possibility. But, I mean, you know, with me having a title, he couldn't even hang on his title long enough for us to even make a unification fight. He wins the title, he loses it right away. He beats a blown up middleweight in Sakio Bika, he loses it to Badu Jack. He gets it back, he loses it right again. He never had one successful title defense.
Name a person who fought other than Canelo. It was Kentucky. That's it. Name a person. Name a person. Right. We'll wait. Let's wait, Joe. Let's wait.
How many have you fought?
Let's wait.
You got twice the fight.
Let's wait.
You got twice the fight.
No, who you fight?
Which one did you fight?
I fought the best. Who you fight? Who you fight? Well, who you fight? No, fuck that name. Answer my question. Who you fight? Right. Nobody. You just shouldn't say it. Nobody. Y'all get that.
Anthony, it sounds to me like you're saying that your experience. It sounds to me like you are alluding to the fact that your experience, you feel like your experience is going to play a significant factor in the fight. Is that fair to say that you feel like your experience over the past 14 years?
I'm gonna beat his ass. Fuck experience. I'm beating his ass.
Is this,
sounds mad at me.
Anthony, is this the most...
You raise your hand when you talk.
I'm going to get back to Caleb momentarily, but Anthony, is this the most emotional fight that you've had in a few years? I mean, is this the most that you've really gotten the adrenaline and the juices flowing for an opponent instead of it being just quote-unquote business, as they say?
No, it's just another fight. You know, I'm preparing as any other fight. come down to it, October 15th, he'll see.
Caleb, for you, you were obviously in a matchup against Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, tempers boiled over there. With this fight, are you taking this from an emotional standpoint? Is it just this is a guy that's in front of me and I need to win this fight to continue to try to reclaim my world title? Where is the mindset of Kayla Plante heading into October 15th against Anthony Drell?
I try to approach every fight the same. I treat every fight the same. I'm all in, and but I'm focused. I'm motivated. I'm having a great camp. I have my father with me still, who's a great coach. I have Stephen Edwards with me, who's a great coach, and we got a great game plan put together. We're having a great camp, and I just can't wait for October 15th.
I want to acknowledge the camps momentarily. I'm glad you brought up your new trainer, Stephen Edwards. And Redman, I want to ask you, this is your first fight with Kayla Plante, and I know you guys have been working tirelessly. The one thing I will say about Kayla Plante and Anthony Drell is that their work ethics are tireless, and they constantly put time in the gym. But Redman, for Kayla, what has it been like to work with Kayla Plante and really kind of get on the same page as you prepare for October 15th?
It's been a pleasure working with him. It's funny because, when he first approached me, my dilemma was, can I go away, be away from my kids that long, and it has to be a fighter that's worth it. So I went out to Vegas for about a week, and then he came to Philly on 2 different occasions just to see if we had a chemistry and everything was working. And I was like, wow, this kid is worth it. He's the real deal. I'm an active father in my kids' life, and training camp is long and grueling, and my kids are 10 and 11, and I really wanted to make sure to myself it was more than just money. I wanted to make sure, does this kid have an upside? Does he put the work in? Is he disciplined? Is he confrontational? Character means more to me than just talent, and working with him, man, is a pleasure. Hopefully, we can finish this ride together. It's gonna be tough for me to even work with other fighters after him because he kind of spoils me. He do everything right, never late to the gym, never has anything negative to say, puts in, the work, and that's all you can ask for out of a kid. The wins and losses take care of themselves, but the work ethic and the road to getting there is the most important thing to me, the journey and the process. And this kid's the real deal. His dad did a good job raising him, good job training him. And I'm not just saying this, it's a pleasure to work with him. He's everything they say he is and then some. And I believe he has an upside. He's 30, but I believe he can get better. And I'm looking forward to this performance on October 15th.
Richie, and thank you very much, Stephen Redman Edwards. For you, Richie, can you give us your synopsis on how camp has been going with the new team? And obviously, Caleb and Redman seem to be on the same page. You're in there in the trenches in training camp, but so far, how's the experience been like with this new team that is Sweet Hands?
It's been great. From as soon as we met, we hit it off. We've known him for a few years, and we were very excited about an opportunity to, for us all to work together. And camp is just going great. He's a great coach, very smart, got all the experience and the savvy, and we work well together. We, our thoughts on boxing are pretty much the same, and we say mostly the same things. Just kind of a taller, better-looking version of me.
I see. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Plante. Also, before I get back to Team Dirrell, congratulations, Caleb, to you and your lovely wife, Jordan Plante, on the birth of your newborn daughter, Charlie Lynn Plante, that was born 5 days ago. So congratulations to Caleb and your entire family. Wishing you all the best. I'm going to turn it over right now to Sugar Hill Stewart, the esteemed trainer of Anthony the Dog Dirrell, that has been embodied in the fabric of boxing in the Motor City. Sugar Hill, for you and with Anthony, you guys have been to the mountaintop before and looking to get back there in this eliminator fight against Kayla Plante, but has there been any change in the demeanor for Anthony Drell heading into this fight? Because both men seem to be very charged heading into October 15th from Barcalys Center here in Brooklyn.
Well, for
me, Anthony trains hard, but yeah, obviously, definitely what everybody can see right now, yeah, it's something extra with Anthony and also with Kayla, So if that's what it takes to motivate these guys, for them to put out their best effort, then yeah, I'm happy for it. I'm happy they're both energetic, and that means both of them are going to go train hard. They both have something to prove, and this is exciting for me, training Anthony, that he has something to prove, something he wants to accomplish, and him knowing that Kayla is the same way. So this it just makes for an exciting fight. This is a fight that Anthony said talked about before about having this fight. So he had to wait for it, and now it's here, and he's definitely excited and motivated.
Well, Anthony, you've been also busy in your off time as well. I saw that you were hanging out with the all-time leader in championships for golf and the tournaments, Jack Nicklaus, getting some lessons on the greens. How was that experience like as you learned some lessons from Jack Nicklaus before we get back to talking about business with Kayla Plante?
It was great. Just to get away for a day or so and go out there with one of the greats, get a little bit of motivation to be a great. So it was a great experience. Hopefully there'll be more.
So for you, what kind of statement are you looking to make against Kayla Plante on October 15th on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view?
Just put on a good performance, be me. Go out there, be the dog, be Anthony. That's what everybody knows me as, and I'm just going out there and put on a good performance.
Kayla, for you, in a perfect world, how do you see this fight going, and what kind of statement are you looking to make in your return to the ring on October 15th against Anthony Drell?
Looking to put on a great performance, looking to do it in fashion, get my hand raised in fashion, and make a big statement as I move forward to bigger and better fights. I'm looking to clear out the rest of the division.
With this being an eliminator fight, does it add any extra motivation or no?
No, not for me. I mean, it could be, I'm excited for it to be that. I'm in a blessed position for it to be that, but, it doesn't add any, I'm not letting outside factors dictate how motivated I am or how focused or how disciplined I am. I carry myself in that way, whether it was, a 6-round fight, 4-round fight, it don't matter to me. I'm coming in focused, I'm motivated, I'm training hard, I got a great team with me. I got a lot of momentum, and I'm looking to, like I said, make a big statement come October 15th.
Caleb, growing up and watching you both evolve, but you specifically in this particular instance, I remember when you were coming up through the ranks as a contender and you were calling out guys and you were looking to sign the dotted line against anybody. Now, when it comes to 168, it seems like guys are calling you out. So you went from being the hunter and now people are trying to hunt you. What has that been like in terms of that full circle of transformation?
I mean, it just means that I've been doing my job, staying focused and, keeping boxing first in my life, whether I have a fight coming up or whether I don't. But at the same time, I've said this in other moments before, I don't feel like I'm the hunter, I still feel like I'm hunting, or I don't feel like I'm the hunter, but I still feel like I'm hunting. And, there's still a lot of things that I want to accomplish in the sport, a lot of things I want to do, and, that's going to take, first things first is handling business October 15th, and that's what I'm fully focused on, but then moving on to, whatever's next.
AD, what has been the key to your success to be able to fight at such a high level over the course of your career? Because you have literally tried to fight anybody and everybody you've been in the ring against, the who's who in the division for years on end. But what has been the key to your success to remaining such a top-tier super middleweight over the years?
Just doing what needs to be done outside the ring. No smoking, no drinking type thing. Keeping your body, where it needs to be. So you do that, you take care of your body will take care of you. Simple as that. But I mean, just and staying ready, staying in the gym. That's what I've been doing since I've been amateur, staying in the gym. So I don't have to, stay ready. So I don't have to get ready.
Well, Anthony Drell, Kayla Plante, good luck, gentlemen, in training camp. We will see you on Saturday, October 15th from Barcalys Center here in Brooklyn. If you guys can just stand up, look out this way, and allow the cameras to go ahead and take photos. We have Caleb, Sweet Hands, Plante, Anthony the Dog, Dirrell in the super middleweight division. This could be a main event anywhere in the world. It is the co-main event on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view on Saturday, October 15th from Barcalys Center here in Brooklyn. Thank you very much, gentlemen. A round of applause for Caleb Sweet Hands Plante and Anthony the Dog Dirrell. Very much looking forward to Fight Week at Barcalys Center here in Brooklyn. Really appreciate it, guys, and thank you very much for coming out. And now we are going to be joined alongside by our main event of the evening via satellite, as we will be talking with, in a few moments, the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder, along with Robert Nordic Nightmare Helenius. And we're in the midst of such a great run on Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view. We obviously have this on Saturday, October 15th, but also this upcoming Sunday, a special Labor Day weekend edition of Fox Sports PBC pay-per-view in the